This is Ed Cody along with the Tiger Albert Campman to bring you all of tonight's action. Albert, we couldn't ask for a better night for soccer. Our first boys soccer game. We've done several girls. This is our first chance to do a boys soccer game. The North Allegheny Tigers coming here ranked number 5 in the Coast Gazette. Right ahead of them, Seneca Valley Raiders. Butler got off to what looked like a really good start, jumped out on Pine Ridge and 2-0 the other day, only to finish with a 2-2 tie. The North Allegheny Tigers are 1-0.
Yeah, when you look at these two teams warming up, I like their aggressiveness. I like their diligence with fundamentals. I know the coaches have done a great job preparing them for tonight's game, Eddie, and we got the weather to match it. The weather's perfect tonight.
And the first time we worked here from the intermediate high school, they're going to play on grass, which is something we haven't seen for some time, but we look forward to it. The North Allegheny Tigers, they are in all white uniforms with dark nunos, and Butler in kind of a bumblebee look with navy blue and gold, and already assigned Albert with the task of reading those numbers. Literally, the problem we have with some of the girls' games, the girls have the ponytails covering their numbers. I was at the Slippery Rock in Wilmington game, and Albert, as we start here, we get different announcements from when we did our show on Tuesday that a federal court has ruled Governor Wolf's restrictions to be unconstitutional, but he said things will proceed. He's going to appeal and issue to stay, and yet some high schools are going ahead and they're opening the gates and letting fans in. Butler now for the Friday night game, which Armstrong will do, they will allow band members and cheerleaders to now participate and give each player 2 tickets to come in, still limiting the size of the crowd. And then how strange has this season been? The Big Ten just announced that they will start football October the 23rd with an 8-game schedule. Albert, I have no idea how this is going to work now, with them being able to participate in the playoffs and national championships. Someone has to do some work here in configuring this, and then if things could get any more bizarre, they announced today that State College is number 2 campuses across the country with COVID-19 infections.
How about the interest in your conversation already that the fans and everybody wants to open up everything, and here we are at Penn State, number 2 in the country. That's how valuable sports are in these communities in eastern and western Pennsylvania. They want to see their kids hell or high water. They don't worry about Penn State breaking out. They want to play. And it was the Big Ten that was all due to Ohio State. There's no question in my mind. Ohio State got that passed. They were all in because they know they have a chance to win the national championship. They convinced the other schools, let's go for it.
And it was a unanimous vote. And the other thing, we've talked about this at length, the finances involved. We said in Tuscaloosa, the area there, it's $2 billion they bring in during the football season. South Bend greater area, it's 2.5. And with Penn State and Columbus, State College in Columbus, Ohio, you're talking 1.8 to $2 billion. So these businesses, and their survival rate is dependent upon these football seasons, especially in those areas where there are no pro teams.
If you listen to Eddie and George and myself closely, we made it clear we valued the seniors. We wanted that the seniors get the opportunity to play. We put all their time in, and we value the small businesses that make their money on especially football. You know, around the stadium, Eddie, the concession workers, anybody involved, some of them, that's their livelihood.
They work several jobs,
yes,
between college and pro teams, and that's their livelihood.
Yes.
We're getting ready to get started here. The North Allegheny Tigers under Coach Bob Vossmiller and the Butler Golden Tornado under Coach Troy Money.
Well, when we look at this game, Eddie, soccer is a tremendous sport.
Growing in popularity.
For conditioning, for footwork, and for teamwork. And if you're looking to get into a sport, young ladies and young men out there that you want to develop those things, soccer's a thing for you.
And those midfielders have to be in shape. They run constantly. They don't stop. And we know how important the goalies are in this game.
Every sport is based on scoring, Eddie. So when we say goalies, if you make 3 big saves in this game tonight, then your team has a chance to win, because a lot of these games are 2-0, 3-1, those kind of scores.
And all the sports have opened up this week, especially. We see the volleyball games have started. The cross-country golf's been going on for a couple of weeks. And several teams will play. Seneca Valley will play their first football game of the season this Friday night when they go down to Hempfield.
One of the changes you see right now as they introduce the players, in normal circumstances would shake the visiting coach's hands. Not anymore. They just run out to the field after going with their own coach. That is part of the virus, what they've done with regards to dealing with any contact with the opposing team.
A lot of changes, and I'm not sure when we'll go back to what it was before. If there's any good news, and the number one team, as far as I'm concerned, the University of Pittsburgh medical team, they've done tremendous strides in coming up with a vaccine for COVID, which they say they could have by early 2021.
That's all. They've always been a forefront of any vaccines, Eddie.
Yes.
And you know, when you're living 45 minutes away, 30 minutes away from the vaccine capital of the world, you feel very good, because I have a couple doctor friends down there that I know are spending all their time trying to get this vaccine.
You saw what Jonas Salk did. He's been polio ravaged the world, killing millions of people. What he did coming up with that vaccine.
Without taking a cent, isn't that true, Eddie?
Yes, he was great. And then you came along with the Sabin vaccine with those sugar cubes. And that was always one of my great stories when Bino Cook was a PR man for University of Pittsburgh. He called up Jonas Salk. He said, I want to come down. I want you to meet another great Pitt guy. He said, sure, come on down. So he walked in the office. He said, Dr. Salk, meet Don Henna. One great shot, meet another. Salk said, get out. Poor Don Henna. That's funny. The All-American basketball player.
He wasn't in his class, exactly.
That was Bino Cook.
Yes,
come up with something like that. All right, we are going to start off and stand for our national anthem. Minute halves, and we know how fast that clock just milks down during that time. A 10-minute halftime.
Eight.
So as we look at this game tonight, who's going to be on the attack? Who's going to control the ball? Ball control is so valuable in soccer. Who has the foot attached to the ball? And we're a little early. Who's the offensive team in this game, Eddie?
And Albert, for all these players, how exciting it is for them to be here when a month or so ago they didn't know if they would even have a seat.
Point.
And especially for these seniors, how they should just soak this up with playing because it was in doubt before that.
Yes, we made that clear that we always root for the seniors in every sport.
All right, we're all set to go here. The North Allegheny Tigers, they are 1-0. Butler 0-1.
Well, the initial didn't like that ball, so they got a new ball coming in immediately, Eddie.
They play each other twice. The Butler girls will be at number 1 Pine Richland this week, and then October the 5th we'll be here when the Pine Richland girls come in here to play Butler.
All right, the goaltenders are ready. The whistle will blow here. They're ready to roll.
In goal for Butler, Noah Wolford, and for the North Allegheny Tigers, Michael Hinsbo, excuse me. And the Tigers in white, controlling the ball. Most teams use a 4-4-2 defense. I'm sure there's slight variations of it.
Yeah, depending on the score. You know, that's what, you know, they'll all be attacking, but if they get a two-goal lead, then all of a sudden they'll keep some extra guys back on defense.
But when they start mixing like this, you don't see a clear 4-4-2.
No, you don't.
Tigers move into Butler territory. Good defense by the Tornado, keeping it out in front of the net. Those defenders down low are so important to that goalie.
Good steal off the door.
Little shoving or pushing there. And
yep.
As we said, boy, those midfielders, they better be in great shape.
Here's the communication out there, Eddie. That's another thing in sports.
Yeah, and you hear the coach calling at them.
The coach and the players are talking, always making it clear where they're moving.
Good, long, deep kick.
Goalie comes out, makes the play before North Allegheny gets to it.
And we see the North Allegheny goalie with the green shirt and the Butler goalie with the red shirt.
Looked like a handball there, but no call.
We wonder that the Tiger goalie came way out.
You'll notice in soccer there's no stop or action, boy. It keeps moving.
I do see a number in the back of the North Allegheny goalie, Albert. I'm trying to check it. They had Hinesbo listed as a starter, but I see a different number. Hinesbo was number 0.
Set it up! Set it up!
Can't see the jersey number because he is not turned around.
You're left right now until Carson can get
They
there.
have number 21 as a backup goalie.
Go, Jack!
Looks like Carson Stein is in goal for Butler.
Okay, he's number 38.
Here's a corner throw in. You'll notice that there's a lot of headers in soccer. That's why there's a lot of talk about concussions in soccer too, Eddie.
Which they've eliminated, under 14 or under 13, they've eliminated it.
It is 0, Eddie.
Buddy, it is 0.
It is 0.
So that's Michael Hinesbo.
Is the goalie for North Allegheny, okay.
We are at field level, so our depth perception is a little more difficult to read. The numbers were usually up high, a little easier.
Yeah, Owen Smith and has controlled a lot of the action, along with Will Stasko.
Now, Albert, the similarities here with hockey, all about the aggressiveness and driving. And a nice boot out of there by the Butler goalie. And there's a header by the Tigers.
Trapping and dribbling is so important, but watch the skill level. If if you don't play soccer, you don't realize how difficult it is to handle that ball with your feet.
And we say that in so many other sports, but he has good feet. You can't play this. You can't play this game without good feet.
No chance. Kesley Owens with the ball down the corner. To Evan Anderson. Ball goes out of play.
In this game now, it's so important. That first goal, maybe more than any other sport, except maybe for hockey, that first goal is so crucial.
Very similar, because the game changes because of it. And your alignments change, your thought process changes. Max Kress backhand on the ball.
So far, no real threat, no shot on goal.
No, but it's been a defensive game so far. Both teams playing their positions well.
And you look at the defensive configurations in it, you could see it would take a tremendous coordination to get a clear shot on goal.
Oh, yeah, they surround you. They surround you, no doubt. Oh, there's a call.
Now you see a little hand jockeying and pushing that sometimes they let them get away with it, and other times
there's
they
a push in there, Eddie. The referee to stop it.
So he's talking to both players. Now, is there a penalty against, was it against NA?
It was a takedown, and they're warning Owens for North Allegheny and Evan Fetter for Butler.
Butler with the kick. That was Kensley Owens who was warned for the Tigers. And now the ball out of bounds, out of our sight. 6 minutes have already gone by here in this first half and no score.
Looks like a corner kick.
Sometimes you see these goals from a corner kick.
Many times. They set them up. You'll see the defense try to get inside the offense, so they watch for the offside.
Oh. Wow, how did that right there in there? Butler had an excellent opportunity.
Yes, they did. Boy, did they.
And now a clear open field for the Tigers.
Speed.
They get enough white shirts down there. Great defensive effort by Butler getting back there.
That was number 24 for Butler.
Guinness Brown.
Yes, it was. That was great speed.
Very important. Otherwise, the North Allegheny would have had a breakaway shot. So the first real threat dodged by the Tigers.
A lot of play in the midfield area.
At some point, see, what team's going to lose its stamina?
Yes.
And make a slight mistake, and that's all that you need.
Yeah, that's why positioning is so important. As a defender, you never let that guy get in front of you. Or always keep him offside.
Did that North Allegheny Tiger kick that ball towards his own goal?
Yeah, give it to the goal. Yep, give it to the goaltender to get reset.
You know, Al, when you talk about training and conditioning, and you look at these players using those headers, you wonder how much work did they do in strengthening their neck muscles?
They have to use a lot.
I would think
yes,
so.
Yes, a lot, yes.
I mean, what looks like it's easy to us, that's quite a shot you take with that ball.
Yes, it is.
Down. Here's a head-on.
Definitely a proper way to do it, too. What part of the head to use. They work on these a lot.
So many white shirts down in front of the North Allegheny goal.
Butler on the attack. A lot of resets in the game of soccer.
Owens. Well, Owens is a very aggressive player.
Yes, he is. He goes hard. He goes hard. Yes, he does.
Jacob Gardner right there, number 8. Albert, he's got to be about 6'3" or 6'4".
He's a big kid, yes. He's a big kid.
Cody, come on. Cody, come on.
On the run, attack here. The Butler holds up. They hold up.
Outside.
North Allegheny's coach wanting the attack to spread out more. They're too bunched in the middle as far as he's concerned. Kind of like you would tell your players in a fast break, spread the court out.
Yeah, and you have a couple ways to attack in soccer. You have the long pass or the quick zip passes from one foot to the other. And
there's Gardner. Tried to get it to Owens, but kicked it over his head.
Come on, Jack. In there.
Ball thrown out.
Evan and Evan make runs when these guys got the ball in the feet.
it's very important for the goalies to play the angles too. And where that ball is, they got to protect the near corner all the time.
You wonder, Albert, with these kids running as much as they do and the coaches following instructions, how much they actually pick up or hear what the coach is saying.
I think only when the ball's dead. That's what I really think. I don't think they hear when the ball's in play.
Tigers getting the ball out from in front of their net.
Little composure there, yeah? A little bit of composure there. Owen, always be on goal side with him, okay?
Great coaching point by the Butler Golden Tornado. I mean, the North Allegheny saying defense always get to the side of the ball. Always get to the side of the goalie on ball side.
Cody, come on.
Tigers trying to mount attack.
Philip Aozi on the attack. Here you got the ball again. Here comes Philip.
And Butler very good. They drop back. Give a perimeter of defense. Does Butler in front of their net. Just not enough help.
I want a trip call there, but no.
You just missed almost a trip there. Nice bit of footwork by the Tigers. Will Stasko moving the ball down the field.
I think your point was well taken about the stamina in this game, Eddie.
Oh, it has to, at some point, make a difference.
Yes. There's a lot of movement out there.
Almost 13 minutes have elapsed. There's no score here in the first half between North Allegheny and Butler. Kensley Owens with the Tigers. Butler comes right back. Take it away from him. And the Tigers surround the ball. And here comes Butler right back with it. So it's almost, Albert, as if how much do you play defense and how much do you gamble?
You don't gamble, that's one thing. You don't gamble till you're down a goal.
Very, very conservative.
Yep, you don't. In the game of soccer, you don't gamble. You just make they're called runs. You make that long run and you go for that long pass.
Breakthrough. Or you get some, as we said before, those corner shots, we've seen so many times how those end up being a goal.
Yep, they had it in.
Sometimes by accident or ricocheting.
There's so many people around it, yes.
Once again, North Allegheny Tigers in all white, Butler in the blue and gold.
There's a run right there. Evan Anderson had a run, but they couldn't complete the pass.
When you talk about facilities, we know North Allegheny has great facilities. The baseball field, their football stadium. Butler's right up there with anyone with a beautiful stadium.
They're like campuses, Eddie.
It is a campus.
They're camps. They're not regular schools.
I remember when I taught at the high school, we'd have people come from all over the country to look at the school.
I understand that. So here comes another one by Butler, but give it away. Give it away.
Can't get that so far. Neither team has come up with that 1-2 passing punch.
And remember, I said that before the game, Eddie. I said that the key. Can you go foot to foot? Can you complete passes? That's the key.
It seems if you get those consecutive passes when you're moving down there, that it so increases your opportunity for a goal.
Yeah, that's when you see the great teams. The great teams are able to go bang, 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 6 passes in a row and then get it where they want to go.
25 minutes left here in this scoreless first half.
Mickle off the line.
Kick by Butler's Tyler Gillis.
So important for goalies to have great hands. You know, you can't let that ball drop by. You let it drop by, that's when goals are scored. You have to keep control of that ball.
Wasn't it the Bars that kicked it, played soccer at Penn
Yes, they
State,
did.
became NFL kickers?
Yes. Pete Gogolak was one of the guys, too, did that.
Yeah, Pete Gogolak.
Yeah, remember him?
Yes. Who did he kick for, Buffalo?
Yes, Good memory, Eddie.
Well, he wasn't the one that missed the field goal in the Super Bowl.
No, he wasn't. No, Scott Norwood. Scott Norwood was known as that, the GOAT. Side out for NA. Another thing you'll notice in soccer is a lot of individual battles for the ball, Eddie.
That's where the great footwork comes in.
Yes, a lot of individual battles. Who comes up?
They say they can't use their hands, but you see a little nudging going on. All it's almost impossible. The tendency to want to use your hands is so natural.
Yeah, for these guys, if you soccer your whole life, you learn immediately. Don't you dare use your hands. For us too, we can't catch the ball all the time.
Now Owens, just watching the way he moves, Kensley Owens, he reminds me of a typical North Allegheny halfback.
Yeah, exactly. He's on the run. He's on the run.
Tigers trying to mount attack. Butler right there defensively.
Knock straight through the middle. That ball goes deep.
Owen Smith to throw it in for the Tigers.
Go forward, yeah.
Tries to get it over to Owens, and Butler kicks it away.
Tell you who else has to be in shape is referees.
I would think
They're
so.
moving up and down all the time.
Remain scoreless here as we're down to 22 minutes remaining here in the first half.
There was only one chance for a goal right in front of the North Allegheny net. There was a big pile-up of Butler players. They couldn't get a hold of it.
Didn't the one game we did, the girls' game, it was like this the whole game, and then the one team exploded in the last 5 or 6 minutes? It was like 3 goals.
Conditioning, once again.
Was that Slippery Rock that did that
Yes.
in Wilmington?
Yes.
So you can't let this early defensive battle fool
At
you.
any time it could change.
Top ball. Why are you waiting? Just let him get the ball. Keep it in.
Jacob Gardner and Butler's Evan Lubinsky battling over the ball. Gardner with it.
Come on.
North Allegheny coach not happy with that missed kick. There's a header by Gardner.
Carson, set it up. So he goes, yeah, you can go. It's way up there.
You'll notice that the attackers are moving up now because the ball's out close to the goal. Here we go.
We are halfway through this first half. 20 minutes have gone by.
A lot of movement now in front of the net. Try to stay on side.
Dangerous, but the Tigers booted out of there.
Goal holding.
Whistle blown. Was it called someone for grabbing?
Yep,
or holding?
somebody for holding, yep. Free kick here.
Butler will tee it up.
Free kick.
Have you ever seen anyone booted in from out this far?
No, I haven't. No, not this far, but I've seen many closer, within 30 feet yet. I've seen them.
And that's one of those ricochets that sometimes bounces off another player and goes into the net, but not this time. The Butler will retreat. And Hinesbow puts it in play for the Tigers.
Not with the outside foot.
Coach Vossmiller keeps hauling for the outside first, and he's been saying that, so evidently, Albert, they haven't been listening.
Yep. He's big on handling the ball with the inside foot, too. He doesn't like handling the ball with the outside foot.
Cody, leave it. Cody, leave it. Cody, leave it. It's fine. It's fine.
Another free kick.
Yeah, you can go. Cody, just stay there. There's two there. Make sure anything that comes out, you put back in.
Trying to pick up the number of the Butler.
Number 14 is at the kick out now for Butler right now. That's Micah Fabrizi.
Stopped by the North Allegheny goalie, Hinesbow. Picking up the Butler numbers is a little strain on our peepers.
Yeah, they're, because of the bubble uniform, they have the number right in the middle of the yellow and black. You can't see it.
We've got to win there.
Here comes a run by Nope.
Good defense by the Tornado.
Yep.
We have a couple players, their legs tangle up.
Free kick for
Free
NA.
kick for the Tigers.
Forward drop. Come on, forward drop now.
Oh, out on the side.
No, they're going to...
Uh-huh. Yep, there's the free kick right there. See how NA sits up their offense. Butler in their defensive mode.
Philip, ready. Evan.
Line drive boot. Ricochets away.
Some subs coming in, Eddie.
Four coming in for...
Not yet.
Not yet. The wholesale change. One substitute coming in for the Tigers.
Don't go deep. Don't go too deep. Don't be afraid.
One thing...
Long Shaw's coming in for North Allegheny.
Albert, so far, one thing I noticed, Kensley Owens, wherever the ball is, he's always around the ball.
For Butler, Landon Mahoney,
Landon Money,
Evan
number 10.
Lubitsky, and Jack Bina are coming in. Bina,
B9, number 29.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Butler throws it in. Gardner back defensively for the Tigers. 16:30 remaining here in the first half. How fast 24 minutes have eclipsed?
Yes. Butler with 48 players on their roster.
Yeah, Lando, that's you. Let's go, Jack.
Then you have the JVs underneath too.
Yep.
For the Tigers.
NA has 23 under varsity, and
Landon Money with the kick for the Tails, left-footed boot,
19 on their JVs.
and that one went over the goal. That looked like it had a chance to. That's one of those real high ones that the goalie has a hard time reaching, but it went over.
From our angle, looks like it might drop in there.
Kensley, go! What are you doing here? Sick. We need you off.
Back over to Hinespo and a goalie. Tigers come out with it.
This is the best test play they've had all night. See if they can keep it going. Nope. Butler took control.
Can't get that extra pass there, Albert.
Good defense by Butler.
Excellent defense, and both teams have denied that extra pass to set things up.
Good collision out there.
Well, the officials have been pretty good in calling that kind of contact. They've been consistent.
Consistent,
anyway.
right, yes. Another free kick for Butler. See if they can make this pay off. Players are down in the box, jockeying for position.
Good, long, strong. Oh, what a nice save there by Hinespo. High into the air to pull that down.
Yes.
That was a good kick.
That was a
Albert.
great kick. Put it right in the right where you want to put it. Definitely a defensive game, Eddie. They're sending their defense up. Haven't been any numbers. On the
Years ago,
offense side.
Butler had an outstanding soccer player by the name of Liparillo, and he was their outstanding kicker on the football team.
So they did both, huh?
Went on to kick at the University of Massachusetts for, I think he kicked for Mark Whipple. I'm not sure.
How about that?
I think so. If my memory serves me correct.
Oh, he's onside. Oh, they call it offside.
But that's so hard. The call that with so many players moving.
Just turn. Make sure you get the place short.
As an offensive player, you can never beat the defense down the field. So if you're the first one in, it's an offside.
Stay close to it.
Gardner with the kick for the Tigers. Owens with the Tigers. Gardner back with it.
Pressure. Lean up.
Butler coach Troy Money urging his team to put the pressure on. 12 minutes to go here in the scoreless first half. North Allegheny Tigers in all white. Butler with the blue and gold. A header there by Gardner.
Here's on the run. Here's a run out.
Good long
Here's
boot.
the run out. Can his goalie get there? Yes, he did.
There he comes back and does a nice job. Nice job.
It's another run out.
One of the best kicks of the night. Butler,
Another offside call.
there it is.
Hey, if we're with the line.
So close to call that. And Money arguing about the offsides. He's not happy with the call.
Let's go. Come on. Blue, let's go. Keep it up. Brendan, ready. Joa.
It's remarkable when we did a spotlight at Carn City last year, that freshman girl for them, one of the leading scorers, she had like 20-some goals for the season, which is unbelievable.
Yes. You'll see in this game how hard it is to score goals. Coming in for North Allegheny will be Brandon Marzullo and Koa Peterson.
Just a missed opportunity
Yeah,
there.
there's a chance there.
He was in between a header and wanting to kick the ball. Right indecisive between what he wanted to do.
Get up there. Make the long.
Tigers booted out.
Nice move.
Nice move.
Great move. Here it comes. There's a chance.
Good defensive. What a nice bit of footwork by Landon Money. And now, who was that defensively coming across there and making that save? Was that Gardner?
Yes.
For the Tigers?
Yes. Just got their nick of time.
That looked like that was going to be a real good shot opportunity.
Just
for the
rolled
Tornado.
wide on the far side.
Well, Butler's had several good opportunities.
The Butlers has dominated the play.
The high one that the goalie saved, the other one that went over the net, and then this shot here.
Yeah, Butler's dominated the play, no doubt.
Yeah, offensively, Butler's had the advantage.
Yes, they have. Uh-oh.
Tigers on
Ooh.
Wow.
Good judgment there.
Yeah, he had to come out and get that ball.
Yes.
If the coach said you're going to get hurt, you play like that.
Yeah, he's telling the referee that he thought that was a dirty play.
Yeah.
And he said, I thought it was clean, Eddie. I saw nothing that...
I didn't see anything.
I didn't either.
It's hard to see when players are bunched together like that.
Right. I always thought it was a hard play and go for the ball.
8 minutes remaining here in this scoreless first half. We will have a 10-minute halftime intermission.
There's another run out there. You'll notice that Butler's trying to go short passes where North Allegheny tries to go long.
Kensley Owens with that header for the Tigers. Butler back. Great job, Butler, this first half in retreating defensively.
Comes a throw in from the side. Nice passing here by North Allegheny. That was. Here comes a corner kick. Oh, they called it off. I thought it was off Butler.
So Carson Stein will boot it out for Butler. So if you be the goalie, you got to have great hands, defender, and you got to be able to boot.
Yes, you do. You got a combination of both. Yes.
Gardner with the header, and Butler comes right back with the header for the Tornado. That looked like Guinness Brown. Heinsbo comes out, takes it for the Tigers.
Let's go. Back into it. Let's go.
6:40 to go here in the first half. There is no score.
Yeah, Landon Money had a chance there. Here he is again. He's down there again.
Tigers have yet to have what I would call a good shot.
They have not. They've not.
Butler's had 3. Butler throws it in. pass, but no one there.
Oh,
Now we have feet tangling up, and they're going to whistle. Kensley Owens of the Tigers.
oh, he's one hit away from a card, I think.
That's his second.
One hit away.
And did that come against Landon Money? Tyler Gillis.
The free kick from midfield.
Good boot. Wow, there was a...
Oh,
No, I don't see there's
penalty kick. I think it might be a penalty kick, Eddie. I think it might be a penalty kick.
It just seems like that was inadvertent. He went up high in the air, and the other player just happened to run below him.
Yep. You can't get underneath somebody in the game of soccer, though.
I don't think he intended it.
No.
But still, it's going to be a free kick for the Tornado.
Who has the penalty kick here? Let's see. Yep, comes Landon Mahoney here.
He was the called for that infraction.
The goalie has to guess here.
Or was that Matt Mim they brought out? I think it was Matt Mim. So where's he going to get this free kick?
Right there, right in front of the goal, Eddie.
One-on-one.
Yes, one-on-one.
Mano a mano.
Goalie has to guess. You can't stay where you're at.
Same thing they do in hockey with some overtimes.
You got to guess here.
So do you rely on power or do you rely on finesse?
Accuracy. You rely on accuracy because you know where you're going to go with this thing. Now you got to set him up and go
All right,
back.
who's getting the kick for Butler?
I'm pretty sure it's. I'm pretty sure it's Landon.
Was it Landon Money?
I'm pretty sure. Yes. North Allegheny has to replace the player.
This coming at the 5:33 mark. That was Matt Mim who was pulled out of the game.
All right, the goalie's on his toes now, trying to guess which way he's going to go. He'll set him up here.
And it is a goal for Butler. Landon Money.
All it takes is that big mistake, right, Eddie? Butler Golden Tornado came off the bench excited.
At the 5:33 mark, Butler goes up 1-0. Now, who do you have in your sheet, number 12, who came in for Mim for the Tigers? I'm not seeing him on my sheet.
Philip Biozzi.
Okay, don't have him on my sheet. Down to 5 to play here in this first half, and Butler with the first score on a
There's a missed hit
penalty kick.
Missed hit by NA, giving Butler a chance again.
Throws it in. Good defensive effort by the Tigers.
Now, once again, here comes the header, chance for a header on the corner kick.
That's far farther on left and out of our sight from our... There's the kick way over everyone's head.
Played in the corner by Butler.
Butler throws it in. Butler keeping the pressure on the Tigers.
Touched the ball with her hand, NA touched her with the hand. Blown dead right there for a free kick.
Most of the penalties and violations against the Tigers here in this first
Yeah,
half.
that's because Butler's been the aggressor.
Down to 3.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Butler up 1-0 on a goal by Landon Money at the 5:33 mark.
NA Bill Malone in front of the Butler free kick.
Got Money again on the kick.
Looks like.
Boy, a line shot.
Nice
What a nice
save.
save.
He had it where he wanted.
That was a beautiful kick, but an equally great save by Michael Heinsbo.
Yeah, that was a big
Tigers.
save. Kept those on in the match.
I'll tell you, without him, the Tigers would be down about 3-0.
Uh-huh. Butler's definitely dominated the play.
No question. Offensively, the Tornado, they have been on the attack here
Yes.
tonight.
Because another corner kick. They got it out of there. Good defense by NA.
And right there, flicking it away, was the goalie, Heinsbo.
Big defensive stand there by NA.
2:30 to go here in this first half of play. Butler trying to take a 1-0 lead into the half.
It's a foul. We got to keep getting it. Thank you. Drop. Hey, get in the box, Jack. Jack, in the box if you can.
So the
Free kick,
Tigers will get a
for
free kick.
NA, yep. Coach for NA wanted that call badly, and he got it.
Jonathan, wait. Give him a chance to get in there. John, towards the keeper.
See if North Allegheny can cash in on this free kick.
Good, strong
Where's the
line
goal?
drive kick,
There he is, okay.
but handled by Carson Stein of the Tornado. Kicks it away.
NA on the run here.
And another whistle. The Butler player went down. They have a minute to go here in this first half.
Free kick for Butler. They weren't sure who they were going to call that on Eddie. I thought it was on NA. It was.
Money with a boot. Butler with an angle and a nice save coming in there, sliding for the Tigers, are doing a nice job defensively for them.
It was a nice tackle there, no question.
That was Owen Smith. Sacrificed his body. 30 seconds. Heinsbo, NA's goalie, will kick it away.
All right, that's the
That is the end of the first half of play with the score. Butler 1 and North Allegheny nothing. Well, Butler had most of the offensive opportunities. Never a real threat by the Tigers. As we said, Butler could have had possibly 2 other goals had it not been for the great play by Michael Heinsbo, the North Allegheny goalie, who saved 2 of them, and the one he went up and grabbed a high shot, and then the other one he deflected with his hands, and the other time Butler had a good shot, looked like it was going to drop in and went over the goal.
Yeah, the Butler Golden Tornado have control play with a variety of, first of all, their pass completions are way past North Allegheny's. Secondly, their aggressive play has gotten them corner kicks, 3 or 4 corner kicks, a chance to score close to the goal, and then finally, North Allegheny broke down with an undercut, and we had a chance for a penalty kick. That's usually an advantage to the kicker, and they came through as Landon Money brought a hard kick into the right side of the goal for a 1-0 lead for Butler.
So Butler's defense has been stellar. Never a real threat from North Allegheny Tigers. So if you're NA's coach, Albert, what does he have to get his team to do offensively here in the second half?
Well, I think we'll start with their defense to offense, how fast they can get the transition going. They've been slow coming out of their zone. I think it's really important they get it down the side quick and then try to get a run out down the middle after you cross midfield. I would think that's what Coach is telling them right now.
Once again, this is the first of the 2 soccer games we'll be bringing you here from Butler. We'll be back here on October the 5th for the Pine Richland girls, #1 ranked team by the Post-Gazette. They come in here. They're the defending champs. They have an outstanding team again. So we look forward to that. And this is kind of Butler week because Friday night, Swami and I will be here at Butler High School, Art Bernardi Stadium, to bring you the Butler McDowell football game. Butler opening last week up at Erie Prep, and I know Erie Prep lost all their players. They beat Butler 55-21, but they're always good. Butler gave them hung in there for a while.
Well, they did.
Just not enough firepower to score with the Ramblers.
Offensively, it seemed like they did well. It's just the defense that needs a little help, giving up 55 points. But
Albert, that's been a problem. They've lost 21 straight games, and I would say they give up in that 21-game losing streak probably somewhere around 47, 48 points a game, and you need to get better at that.
Yeah, defense. Yep, and they will, because that's with this move, I think it's going to help that they have a chance to win a couple games there during the season. Winning will take care of an attitude problem and lead to better play, Eddie.
Just really the most unusual season in Butler history because they played McDowell twice, Erie, which I think used to be Erie Central. They just call it Erie High School.
It's called Erie now, yes.
And 2 with them, and then 2 with McDowell, and then the 1 game at the end of the year with Slippery Rock, and the Rockets with an impressive 27-7 win last week over Sharon. And the Tigers are always good.
Yeah, don't let Butler look past that one, because Slippery Rock looks like they have a nice team this year that is ready to attack the Golden Tornado.
Slippery Rock will take on Grove City this week, trying to snap I believe a 5-game losing streak to Grove City.
It's a big rivalry.
Yeah, we did one of those games a few years ago. It was a great game at Slippery Rock High School.
Yeah, when those teams are that close together, Eddie, in proximity.
That might be a game at the end of the year. I think it's October the 30th.
That we might like to do, yes.
We'll play up there. And
that might be a good game for Armstrong Cable, yes.
Be a good game to take in.
Well, the referees are talking in midfield right now. There's been 2 or 3 calls that the officials have got, the coaches have got on, Eddie. But beside that, I think they've done a good job officiating this game.
Sometimes it's hard to tell. The players are bound to collide, and as I said before, it's just a natural thing to put your hands up to defend yourself, especially when you're going to almost collide with someone else. So it becomes a real judgmental call at times for the officials. Beautiful night here at Butler Intermediate School.
Some fans on the other side of the field taking in the game, Eddie. I noticed that. They're on the fence, they're in the stands, so some chairs on the hill. Picked a good night to come out and watch a good soccer match.
Well, how often do we do a game on natural turf? Almost down to the last few years. Everyone has field turf.
I would think in soccer the kids have to enjoy it, be on the grass. They have to enjoy it. I know I played on both in football, and I enjoy the grass much more.
I never played a game on field turf in football. Coached, when I coached at NA, that field was like a parking lot. That was the old tartan turf.
Yes.
At the end of the day, 2 practices, your knees were throbbing.
Yeah.
You were out. It was just on being it was so hard.
Yeah, I had to wear elbow pads. I never wore elbow pads in my life, but when the turf came out, anytime I went on it, because I would have burns all the way up from my elbow up to my wrist.
Well, when you if you would lift it up, it was just concrete underneath with a real thin padding.
Yes.
The new field turf is so much better.
Oh yes, now it's like playing on cushions, no question. You have a lot of spring. You can really move. Yes. It'll be interesting to see what NA does to remedy what they've done in the first half. And they have 4 minutes left to try to come up with a decision how they can attack this Butler defense.
All right, we're going to take a little break here. We'll be back with the start of the second half after this. The second half is underway. Butler leading North Allegheny 1-0 on a penalty kick by Landon Money of the Tigers at the 5:33 mark of the first half.
Butler was on the attack the whole first half. We heard the coaches talk at the half, and they making adjustments how they're going to move the ball up the field, and Butler saying, hey, we deserve to win this game. Keep playing like we are.
Butler moving left to right in the blue and gold, and the Tigers in solid white. Kensley Owens with it for the Tigers.
And they are already in better position. They were the whole first half. They moved the ball up quickly. Better passing.
As we said, Butler had at least 3 other scoring opportunities. Just great defense by the Tigers goalie, Michael Heinsbo. And the Tigers really never mounted any kind of an offense. Give credit to the Butler defense there in the first half.
You can see with the Butler lead, they're keeping their defense back. Why wouldn't you? You could try to win this game 1-0. Why not? They got a lot of guys on the defensive side of the midfield.
And we heard North Allegheny's coach holler repeatedly, outside.
Yeah, keep it outside, yes.
To get more of a drive and more of an angle coming down and trying to score, but that has not materialized for them.
You see Butler has 7 guys back on defense, so they're going to be hard to score on. They won't be taking any chances now. Butler will play it very safe.
Tigers trying to mount an attack. There's Kinsley Owens to make that pass. Butler boots it out, heads it out. Almost touched by the ball with his hands by an NA player.
Another run out. But NA was back. Nice defense, but number 13. Max Kress. Max Kress was back there. Like hearing those words, Eddie. We missed those words, the 50-50 drawing.
Ball goes out again. Butler will put it back in play. Boy, a 2-0 lead here, Albert, would be just absolutely huge.
I think it'd be like 8-0. I don't think they get a second goal. I don't think they could come back.
Lobbed in.
Oh,
booted away.
Oh,
and just
missed it.
Just missed.
Wow.
How close was that?
That was very close to North.
And
they almost tied it up
4-0 in this game.
Yes, and they, Butler. Yes, Butler almost tied that, made it 2-0. So close to that second Butler goal right there, Eddie.
Very. Oh, what a leap and a save. Done a fantastic job here tonight, Michael Heinsbo, the North Allegheny goalie.
This Butler defense has been sensational.
Stellar. And now, is it on Owens again? Kensley Owens. Butler, once again.
Nice hand on the ball.
Denying the Tigers. Butler just won't let him get that second
No,
pass.
they won't.
Carson Stein boots it out for the Tornado.
NA subs. Alex Joy coming in the game for North Allegheny.
Number 2.
Throw in for NA. Uh-oh, he's open. Butler surrounds him, though.
Off the back of a Butler player. Kick ahead. The pass, but the Tigers back defensively.
A throw in for Butler.
Even though it's only 1-0 in soccer, the pressure's on the team down 1-0.
Oh, for sure, Eddie. Yeah, especially as the clock runs down. Uh-oh. Ooh, good save.
Another save. Albert, what is that, the 5th save by Heinz Butler?
I would say at least 5, yes.
Tigers trying to mount something in the way of an attack, which has not really been. They are a little bit of a breakaway, but Butler comes back defensively.
They cleared it out.
Tigers with it. They have yet to have a clear shot on goal.
No, they have not. That was the closest they had on their last attack. Look, nobody back for Butler on offense. That's how they're protecting this lead. They are definitely in a shell defense right now.
Another great defensive effort there by Butler. It's a good kick by the Tigers and went no further than that.
He's still on the run.
Bit of footwork. It looks like trying to see.
Mahone. That was
Money for Butler.
Yep, that's Money. Yep. Uh-oh.
A little bit. There's some.
They got a chance now. They got a chance. Oh. This is NA's best chance of the night, Eddie. Here it is.
There's a nice job. Nice job by Butler.
They had the chance. That was their best chance of the night. They had the numbers.
And they got the pass. They had the second pass.
Yes, they did.
And then the Butler's goalie did the job.
Yep, Stein did a great job of sneaking in on that.
8 minutes have gone by here in the second half, down to 32 minutes.
I tell you, NA's completing some passes now, Eddie.
Getting a little more aggressive.
Yes, they are.
Finding some
Openings.
seams.
Yes. Misconnection there.
Substitutions, 3 for Butler, 1 for the Tigers. Evan Cole comes in for the Tigers. He replaces Luke Shea. Tigers trying to work the ball through. Butler defense, kick across the field. Thrown in by Butler.
Butler's just trying to protect this lead, Eddie.
Yes.
Playing a little shell defense right now.
Header by the Tigers.
And Hayes has dominated the zone play, but only had one solid chance.
One good shot.
Yep. One solid chance.
Actually, for NA, a tie for them is okay. For Butler, another
Because that Butler's a tie already.
That's not good.
Butler needs to win this game, yes.
Butler needs to win.
Especially how they dominated first half. Down under 30 minutes now, Eddie.
Once again, North Allegheny in all white, Butler in the blue and gold. Butler up 1-0 by virtue of a penalty.
They called the penalty there that time.
By Landon Money in the first half at the 5:33 mark on that free kick.
Big call here, Eddie. NA has a chance here.
Yep, it's one of those angle shots. We've seen it happen numerous times before.
You'll see Butler matching up here as the coach was yelling, make sure you match up. One mistake, that's all it takes, is we just tied at 1-1.
What we call one of those ricochets.
You'll see the wall built by Butler.
There's a hard boot. Oh, wide of the net, wide of the goal.
Coming in for NA.
Sometimes, Albert, as you know, it's just obscuring the view of the
Oh, yes,
goalie.
important. Yes. Matt Mim coming in for NA.
Lose down in the corner.
Another corner
Tigers,
kick.
For the Tigers, another corner
Yep.
kick.
Always a chance with a corner kick or corner throw in, yes.
Look at Butler. They have 4 guys, 5 out in front. Oh, wow. That was
a chance.
Opportunity tonight for the Tigers, but deflected by Butler's goalie, Carson Stein.
Yeah, that was big play by Butler.
The Tigers have turned it on offensively.
NA's taking over the game now. This game has changed.
Pressure, pressure, pressure.
This game has changed. Butler better start dominating the field of position. The ball's been in their defense for the last 7 minutes.
Down under 30 to play here in the first half. We're down to 28 minutes. Tigers throw it in.
Nice stop over there. That was almost a corner kick for Butler.
Little
Watch the hold there.
hand work, holding, nothing called. The Tigers boot it right back.
Butler just in the frame of mind to keep it away. Keep away.
Goes out. Tigers will put it in play. Tried to get in the Mim, and Moni took it away from him.
Ball's thrown in for NA. Little battle going on here. There's a battle.
There was some hand grabbing and flipping.
Yeah, Matt Mim got caught on that one.
Butler will put it in play.
Down to 26 minutes. I think NA's going to start taking some chances.
How fast the second half is going.
Yes.
Fabrizi with the kick for Butler.
Ooh, almost a breakaway there for Butler.
And they had a scoring chance. Butler was up to it defensively. Heinsbo to boot it out for the Tigers.
Luca Fusca almost had a chance there.
Landon Moni throwing it in for the Tornado.
goes Luca with the ball. He can really handle it.
Tigers back defensively, and the ball
For a little guy, boy, he has great feet.
Another corner kick for Butler.
Yep. Anytime you have that, you have a chance.
Both teams will have to play number 4 ranked Seneca Valley.
Both of them look like they have good defenses tonight. Oh, there's a push.
There's a push.
There's a push.
There's a call. That was clear. No question about that.
Yes. That was number 9 for Butler, Cody Lubinsky. Working hard, but uses hands.
Okay, let's see if the Tigers can they mount an attack.
Nice pass.
Get a good pass. Let's see, I don't know. Both players are going up in the area. How do you avoid a collision like that? And the penalty call in that situation. They're both going for the ball.
That's the soccer rules today. That's what they argue about all the time. Who you call that on? A lot of subs coming back in, Eddie. They got their rest. Now they're ready.
Butler doing a lot more subbing than the Tigers.
Got their rest and they're ready to roll.
Landon Money to check
Kensley
back
Owens
in.
coming back in. For Butler, we have
Jack
B9 coming in for Butler. Number 6, Evan Lubinsky. And number 10, Landon Money.
23 minutes to go on our running clock here in the second half. Butler up 1-0. Another collision, and they call this one against Butler.
That was called thought this is number 4, but I don't see number 4.
So the Tigers with a kick. Butler's Carson Stein catching that one.
A lot of coaches do not like that kick because the goalie gets a free look at it. I don't mind it.
Yes.
I don't mind it. Put the ball down there, and maybe the goalie might make a mistake.
Well, and it was at such an angle, it wasn't a risk for him to come out. It was about 15 feet wide of the goal.
More shots on goal, in my mind, the better chance you have. That'd be my motto in soccer.
I would tend to agree. Tigers trying to get a breakthrough. They get a good kick, but no one down there to help.
What I'm noticing tonight, I expect to see some cramps. Nobody's cramped up, Eddie.
Kind of a nice, cool evening.
Yeah, maybe that has something to do with
this weather, our football fall weather. But just like with
Goes a run out. Here comes some speed.
Butler trying to maneuver to look for a shot. There's a
Nice pass. They got a chance. It's going back.
No one there coming in the other direction with a clear kick.
Butler now is controlling the ball. Look out. Ooh, and a chance there.
And they're coming out.
That looked like a hand touch.
Heinsbow made a good, and there's a block.
Another hand touch. I thought there was 2 handballs there, Eddie. I don't know how they missed it.
We are just about halfway through this second half.
I thought they missed.
Liking that call.
I thought they missed 2 handballs there. First time I thought the refs made a bad decision.
Tigers trying to get something started. Just Butler again denying that second pass, and now we get a penalty called.
on the Tigers. Is it illegal use of the hands again?
Yep, down under 20 minutes, Eddie.
Yes.
Time running out quickly on NA.
How fast the second half is going.
Yes. And NA's done a lot better job in the second half than they did in the first.
Much better
But now
offense.
Butler's starting to take over. That's a bad sign. Butler started to dominate play the last 3-4 minutes.
For a while there, and a couple offensive spurts, NA got the second pass, but then Butler's come back, regrouped defensively to deny it the last couple of times.
Yes. Nice passing by NA on his attack.
Yes.
Great passing. Look out.
There's a pass over there.
Great passing.
Some good
They got a
footwork. Can he
chance.
get the corner shot. He cannot get it.
Great defense down there by Butler.
Yes.
Wish I could have seen.
He wanted to get that left leg. He wanted to get that boot in there from the outside, and Butler denied
Yes. Out of play.
Hey, get organized now. Get organized.
it. Your Butler's coach
Yes.
telling Tornado to get organized.
Very important that right now you know where all the players for NA are. Don't let anybody sneak in behind you.
Hey, I know we're getting tired. Keep working. Come on, don't
Now, that was Jonathan.
gotta put pressure on him.
How about both Coach and Eddie
Yes,
mentioning
I hear that.
fatigue? You hear that? If you listen closely to our telecast, Eddie mentioned that early in the match about who can keep playing through fatigue. Nice pass.
Butler trying to save it, and a good defensive effort by the Tigers.
But they get a corner kick out of that, so they'll take that. That was Carson's
17:54 to go here in the second
Knight.
half of play.
Carson Knight.
Butler up 1-0.
All right, let's see if Butler can get a good kick in here and try for a header.
Butler comes into this game 0-1. They had a 2-0 lead against Pine.
Yes.
Ended up a 2-2 tie, and the Tigers come in 1-0.
I think that's why the Butler coach is so nervous. They already had a lead. They don't want this to happen again.
Yeah, losing a 2-0 lead in soccer is huge.
Yes, yes.
Simple. Simple. Simple, Zoa. Switch it.
That cross the grass pass on the ground is not a good pass, Eddie.
No.
That's dangerous. You got to put some zip on that ball. Your kick has to be strong.
And that's when Butler's defense has been so good, they have not permitted that second pass.
Good
by
job,
the
Eddie.
Tigers.
Good. That's the point. That's what Butler's tried to do all night.
Tigers with it. Header by the Tornado knocks it back out.
You got to give credit. We haven't been able to call their names, but all the Butler defense tonight has been outstanding. Micah Fabrizi and Guinness Brown and Tyler Gillis.
Looks like Mim will have the corner or throw in. He throws it in for the Tigers. Boot, header, wrong direction.
Yes, wrong direction.
Couldn't get his body turned and adjusted to head it towards the net.
Butler's just playing safe now, trying to keep it out of play.
We're down to 15:50 to go here in this soccer match between the Tornado and the Tigers.
There's a goal coming here.
A shot. Oh, he missed it. He just missed it.
Number 7 would like to have that one back. Evan Anderson.
He crossed his leg too
would
much.
like
Pulled it.
Evan would like
the
to have
left.
that one back.
No, just like a missed extra point, he shanked it to the left.
Yes,
He had all the open net to his
that
no
was
and
the
to
one.
the right.
That was the one.
He tried to squeeze it into that right corner of the net and just missed it.
Yep. I think he could have used his left foot instead of his right, but it'd been easier.
Mim for the Tigers, and they're trying to turn the pressure up.
They are. They really are. They're doing the job.
Boy, they're going to look at that shot on film and say, "I wish
that
I
was
had
the
that."
one."
And
Yes.
the coach is going to say maybe what you said: use your left foot.
Better.
Or
Yes.
use as much net as you can.
Right.
Try to tuck it into that right corner. 14:40 to go. Mim.
And they stay keeping the ball attacking down here. Butler can't clear it.
Tigers keeping the ball, trying to mount an attack. NA has played a good bit of this second half in Butler territory. 14 to go. 14 minutes, that is.
Little cool. There's a yellow card, but
Okay, the yellow card is held up. And let's see, is that Kensley Owens?
yeah, Kelsey's coming off.
Well, he's been aggressive. I'm not sure I'm going to tell him to play any.
No, he likes to play that way. I never heard.
He hustles constantly.
Yes.
The official coming over and explaining to NA's coach.
Unsportsmanlike, he said for the third time, and coach didn't like it.
So play has
Stop. Clock is stopped now.
Stop the clock at 13:51. The Butler player ready to.
Nick Kilgore ready to come in.
Check in. All right. Tigers with a kick.
Ian, drop over here. Ian, over this way, Ian. Over this way, Ian.
Kicks it over here. Right in front of us.
Uh-oh.
Oh, loose free ball. No, Butler's
Butler's making some mistakes now, Eddie.
Carson Stein come charging up for it.
They're making some mistakes. They need to shore up their defense back there, or they're going to end up giving up the tying goal.
There's the boot out by Stein. Now, there's some hand checking, nothing called.
Put him under Luca. Good.
Lucas stole it again. He's a good player.
Butler will throw it in. You hear Butler's coach, Troy Money, telling them, drop back.
Gavin, now sprint, Gavin.
12 and a half to play here in this second half.
Here comes.
One thing Butler's coach Troy Money has done, he has substituted freely.
Yes, they have.
Looks like he's used most of his roster. Albert, you have that complete roster in front of you.
Yes, I do.
35
Coming
and
in is
5.
Andrew Lucas is coming in. As I said earlier, Nick Kilgore also coming in.
$11:45.
On a running clock.
This second half, Butler trying to hold on to a 1-0 lead, get their first win of the season.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're holding on because NA's dominated action for the last 8 minutes.
They've had their chances. Stein boots it out. Header by the Tornado. And Butler will throw it in. Here comes the subs for Butler. Maybe this is something that Coach Money learned from that losing that 2-0 lead against Pine.
Maybe that's it, huh?
He didn't sub enough.
Maybe that's it.
Trying to keep his team fresh here.
I heard him say, get a quick rest here, get a quick rest, so he's going to bring him back in.
We're under 11 to play. This second half has just flown by. Mim.
I think Butler's drawn back too far, Eddie.
You think so?
Yes, they
The Tigers
dominate the territory.
There's another chance for the
They're dominating the territory too down here.
Away.
Butler's playing too safe, I think.
You need to see Gardner out there. He's a big kid now. You would think they'd try to get him a chance to for a scoring opportunity. Tigers will get it back in. Maximilian Kress for the Tigers in a previous boot. Gardner. Tigers keeping the pressure on Butler. Trying to tie this one up.
Yeah, I do believe Butler's drawn back too far, and he's controlling the ball.
9:20 to go here in this second half. North Allegheny player
Free
goes
kick.
down. He's going to get a free kick, and these are always dangerous. Under 9 to play.
Look at the movement down in there. There's a lot of movement.
There's the kick, the boot, and
it landed on the ground.
Didn't have enough pump to it.
Starters coming back in.
Three more subs for
Starters are coming back in.
Landon Money checks back in for the Tornado. Is that Benai that checked in too, Albert? There were
yes.
3 players and
3 of their starters, 29.
Number 0
10.
for the Tornado.
Uh-huh.
Who's number 0 for Butler?
Number 0. Don't see 0 on the thing, Eddie. I think it might have been Landon Money, number 10.
Is it Money, number 10?
Yeah, it is number 10. Yes.
7:40 to play. Micah Fabrizi with that
Butler just trying to
block.
Keep their defense back in there and protect the goal. I just think they're dropped back too far, Eddie.
Carson Stein has done just an outstanding job in goal.
Yeah, I do believe Butler's dropping back too far.
Down to 7 to play. Butler trying to hold on to a 1-0 lead.
No pressure on the ball. No pressure on the ball.
North Allegheny trying to find an opening. They've had several opportunities here in the second half to no avail. Tigers come back with it.
He's telling them move up. That's what he said. They have to move up, and that's good coaching. Very good coaching. Keep the pressure on up there. Don't let them come down the field so easily.
There's another collision and a takedown. There was some grabbing and pulling and an opportunity and another save by Stein, but the North Allegheny bench up in arms because there was a take.
Called a hand there. They called a hand.
A player was pulled down and no call, and they're very upset about it.
Yeah, the hand touch came in before the pull down.
It looked like the player that was pulled down was number 38 for the Tigers, Balambi. Stein with the boot. Good, strong kick.
Here comes some speed here. Who has the speed? He does. He has the speed.
Ball.
Oh!
And there's a save again. And I'll tell you, equally doing an outstanding job has been Hinesbo for the Tigers. One penalty kick they couldn't do anything about.
Right.
From Money.
Yeah, Landon Money has some great speed there. Wow.
5:40 to go in the game. In the game, in the match. Back-to-back headers. Butler boots it away.
When in doubt, get the ball down the field.
That's all. They can go
play field position. Like, we call it field position, don't we, Eddie?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Butler's done a better job this time moving up their defense a little bit.
Can the Tigers mount?
That's what Butler had to do.
Tie it up, and can Butler hold on to this 1-0 lead?
They moved their defense up, which really helped. Now the pressure's in midfield. They were falling back too far, Eddie.
Yes, make them earn every inch of the turf now.
Get through a lot of defense here, yes. NA's on the attack hard now because we're down under 5 minutes.
Butler back. You see blue and gold everywhere.
One little mistake by your team.
4.5 to go. In a super fast second half. Good kick by Stein.
There's a penalty on Butler.
Penalty on Butler.
Yeah, you can't undercut like that.
Landon Money with a cut.
Comes a long kick, Eddie. Here comes a long one.
Maximilian Crest to kick it for
I heard the coach say go over the top. I heard him say. There it comes.
Good, solid kick down the middle. Loose ball, boot, kick, goal.
Oh.
No. Oh, man. Albert, I thought that looked
they
like
had their
money in
chance.
the bank.
They had their chance.
And instead of kicking it low and hard, he lofted it up
did.
over. That close, your shot is a low, hard shot.
I wonder if somebody got a foot on it. I'd like to see a camera action on that one.
I could not see if there was a deflection in there.
Yes, that's my guess.
It ricocheted and went up in the air.
That's my
a
guess,
possibility.
Mm-hmm.
May have been the case.
But I'll say NA's dominated this last 10, 12 minutes.
3:51 to go here in this second half. Stein boots it out.
If I had any suggestion for the Butler staff, play the way you play for 30 minutes. Don't go so conservative. That conservative play almost cost them twice now.
Yeah, I'm like you. I'd like to see that shot again. I thought he had the low line.
Yeah, we'll have that on TV.
And,
our fans have seen it. Our fans saw it for sure.
There could have been a deflection, and that's why the last second it just flipped up over the goal. They've had their chances here.
A lot of chances.
They had 4 good shots.
Yes.
Goal.
They had none in the first half. They've dominated this last 8, 10 minutes, as I said. Coach Mane has to be pleased the way they've come on and played. Ball comes in from Butler. Just trying to control the ball down here now.
In the first half, there's such a thing as the red zone in soccer.
Yes.
They weren't there. They've been in that red zone the second half.
All day. Now Butler's just controlling this ball down the corner. How about this? 7 straight possessions down here, I think.
2:35 to go.
They're playing keep away. That's the old keep away. They just put that ball down.
I mean, that's the way to play it right now.
They keep throwing the ball right into the corner. Tie your shoe a little bit, run off some clock. That works, Eddie. Here comes a corner kick.
Yeah, just at this point, you just want to lengthen the field on them, kick the ball deep, keep it away.
Yeah.
All right, we have 2 to play. 2 minutes.
That defensive, that was a great set by Butler, trying to keep the ball in the corner down there, run out the clock.
2 minutes for NA to tie it up. 2 minutes for Butler to have their first win of the season. Another defensive effort by Butler. They turn this back, and they're making a drive, and another save by Hinesbo.
Yep.
I tell you, give him credit. We've had 2 outstanding goalies here tonight. The Tigers
It goes a run out
trying to get a break, trying to make
NA, there's a run out.
a little
Butler,
cut.
great tackle.
And there's a cut. Wow, now.
Oh, that was a good
Now
play.
Butler's upset on that call.
I don't like that call. That was a clean play.
The Butler.
Now they're gonna get a free kick.
Reacting sternly.
Now they're going to get a free kick here.
Albert, so many of these calls, they're judgmental calls.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. I thought it was a great tackle there.
The Butler coach very
Okay, here we go. Big play of the game, Eddie, right here. Biggest play of the game for
very dangerous.
For NA.
You could be right defensively and still end up being wrong.
referee marked off the steps. Ball being built.
1:05 to go. 1:05. There's a low kick, a boot. And Butler kicks it right back out. And
Butler, hold on.
And they couldn't get that shot in there. Couldn't get that second.
Butler, hold on. We got a card here.
50.
Somebody said something, Eddie.
53 seconds to go. And that's going to go against Gardner.
And NA losing their poise.
Jacob Gardner, and he's going to be told to leave.
Losing their poise in there.
We should go down to NA and do this rematch.
Yes, they're after each other. They are.
How different will that be to go from here on the grass down to NA on the field?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that interesting? Yes. Down to 53 seconds, Eddie.
Yes. 53.6.
And we have a goalie kick.
Carson Stein.
Butler just wants to control action now. They want to match up right now.
They want to match up, and North Allegheny looking for a Hail Mary. They're going to call it on Butler. On Guinness Brown.
Give him a card here. Knocked him down.
Maximilian Kress to kick it for the Tigers with 35.3 ticks to go on the clock here. Butler leading 1-0.
Caught. Okay, here we go.
Aiden Soley in the lineup for Butler, and they're bunched up again.
Here comes the long kick, Eddie. It's a big play.
The Tigers have missed on this several times, but also give credit to Butler's.
Butler is set up on their
Stein.
defense.
Here's the boot.
Butler's ready.
Good, long kick.
Butler was ready
Booted away,
defensively.
headed by Butler.
Match up in the middle! Match up in the middle!
And Coach Money, Art hollering, clog up the middle. Butler boots it away. It goes
Running
over
clock,
the fence
Eddie.
and down the woods.
Running clock here, Eddie.
13 seconds.
Uh-oh. They're okay.
Seconds. That's the end of the game. With the final score, Butler 1, North Allegheny nothing. Recap that first half. That's when the scoring took place on a Landon Money penalty kick at the 5:33 mark. That was it. Great defense by both teams. Outstanding play by both goalies. Carson Stein for the Tornado and Michael Hinesbo of the Tigers. The Tigers in the first half didn't amount any kind of an offense. Give credit to Butler's defense. In the second half, they played much of it in Butler's territory.
Yes, they
Had
did.
3 or 4 good scoring opportunities, and it just didn't materialize. So NA goes to 1-1 on the season. Butler knocks off the 5th-ranked team, PG soccer rankings. Butler goes 1-0-1. They should move ahead.
Yes, and as I analyze this game, Butler is good enough to be at 2-0, but they're going to have to learn how to play with a lead. They right now really go into a shell when they get the lead. I think that's probably what happened against Pine Ridge.
I think that's what happened with a lot of the substitutions by Coach Money. Kept his team fresh.
Yeah, I think it was important for him, and NA have to build in that second half. They played great soccer in the second half of that game.
It was
couldn't cash in.
Good, solid soccer match. A lot of action. You wouldn't think so for 1-0, but it was. This will be a great rematch between these two.
Yes, it will
on
be.
North Allegheny.
Yeah, there was a lot of action individually out there. A lot of bumping, a lot of things that Eddie and I like.
And we'll finish it off this week here at Butler. The Swami and I will be up here Friday night when Butler takes on Erie McDowell in a football games 6A, Section 10.
That's always fun too, Eddie.
Yes, and we'll look forward to it. We'll be back here on October the 5th for the girls' soccer game when Pine Richland comes in here to play the Butler girls. So once again, the final score here was Butler 1, North Allegheny nothing. On behalf of the Tiger Albert Campman and our cameraman Seth Prentice, this is Ed Cody wishing you a good night.